Can we start over?
Can you blur that out?
Just a blur his face. That would be like.
And then like the monotone robot voice over.
Could you do that?
Oh god, I don't
I could do that, but oh man.
Can you actually?
You should do one real one. And
No,
then
we gotta
do
do one
fake
with Jake.
Yeah.
Want to do one with Jake? Oh my god.
Man. Just like Jake, I want to interview you
Yeah.
so bad. Okay, and I just make the video and his face is so
what
blurred.
the fuck?
Oh, all right. Here we are with the 3 coaches of Gosu Camp, also 3 coaches of GosuCoaching.com. We're just going to go ahead and go down the line, have each one of you introduce yourselves. We'll start on the far left.
I am Jeff in Control Robinson. I'm a coach at Gosu Coaching, a coach at this camp, and a player for the Evil Genius organization.
I'm Bryce Bates, aka Machine, Gosu coach for Zerd, and coach of this camp.
I'm Toby Ika Williams. I'm coach for Gosu. I'm also a player with them on I was gonna say Inca Geniuses.
Yeah, Evil
Geniuses.
Geniuses, Inca Geniuses.
And that's what good also.
All right, so GosuCoaching.com obviously is to help people out that have struggles with StarCraft 2 or even StarCraft. I know there are some students that still prefer to play StarCraft 1. GosuCoaching.com, where did it come from? Who was the brain behind the idea that decided to put it into action and start making it come about?
It's David Louderfell's website. It's something he's been thinking about for a while. There's a lot of excellent and talented gamers in and around kind of the EG community with the StarCraft and StarCraft 2, and some of their friends like Chef, Xeris, and a lot of these guys, a lot of the commentators, Sonic Reaver, Diggity, those guys, who have a lot to give the StarCraft community. So he just thought of kind of creating a community around that. And helping others through coaching. Like, not a lot of people have access to a better player who can say, hey, I've got 2 hours to sit here with you and make you better. So that's kind of how the website came together. But it's kind of also based around something that I started up a while ago, just coaching for money, basically. As scandalous as that seems, like a lot of people play this game a lot and aren't very good, and a lot of people play this game a lot and are pretty good. So creating kind of equilibrium between the two has been mutually beneficial for a lot of people.
So bridging the gap, so to speak. Trying to help everybody out just to get a little bit better. I mean, people do it for tennis and baseball and everything else, so I really don't see too much of a difference. Everybody has their hobbies that they want to get better at. Bryce and then I'll have Kelby also answer this question as well after Bryce. How did you two get involved with the project? Like, what desires made you want to help people coaching? Because I know it's not an easy project sometimes. Some people really struggle with the game, so what brought you folks to GosuCoaching.com?
Well, once again, David, as soon as he formulated the idea for Gosu Coaching, he decided to go ahead and grab some coaches, and who easier to grab than his own teammates, who he knew our skill levels, knew that we were competent enough to be able to teach players that are trying to learn this game. And so that's kind of how we got on board with it, and now we've kind of just made it our job.
Well, I don't know what else to say after that. No, Bryce came to me for lessons.
At IncaGeniuses.com.
IncaGeniuses.com.
Well, I mean, David approached me as well, same way. There's not much else to say there. We kind of covered that. But as far as coaching goes, I really enjoy it. It's fun to help people out, and especially doing something that I love doing, just playing games. I wouldn't need.
Alright, so Bryce. Oh man.
Just hope she wasn't watching the stream at like 5 a.m. No, we're not doing the whole thing over again.
I can edit it, don't worry. Alright, so we were on Bryce and we were talking about
EG House.
EG House, like how this is the first house. So I'm gonna re-ask the question pretty much. I'm just gonna cut out that whole part. So do your best to re-answer that question. Okay. And speak up, because I just want to make sure the microphone picks you guys up. Alright, so the idea of Gosu Camp, Bryce, that originally came from you. Can you give us some more background information about that?
Well, because EG is the first team to actually have a EG StarCraft 2 house. We figured, we might as well just put this house to good use, and instead of having to run out a LAN center or something like that, we figured we might as well just invite all our students over to our house to give them first-person coaching.
All right, then that seems to be going pretty well so far. Everybody's happy with their experience?
Yeah, it's really amazing getting to see certain players improve very drastically. Honestly, I've been able to coach people online, and I've seen, great improvement over even just like a couple lessons or so, but literally here, just by doing a few different kind of mechanical changes to their play, or maybe a simple build order suggestion, we've seen 3 players now go from gold to diamond.
Wow.
And this is only the second day, which is kind of insane. I haven't even realized that.
Right. So what kind of techniques do you use, Kelby, to help improve players? I know some people can be very delicate about being told you're doing this wrong, this is how you can do better. I mean, that's a very blunt way of explaining things, and some people can't handle that very well. So what are your coaching advices or techniques? Like, how do you communicate to a player what they need to do to improve themselves?
Just keep telling them they're still doing it wrong.
Bamboo stick sometimes. Too.
No, I don't. I just sit right next to them a lot of the time and kind of tell them what they should be doing, and I'll take it pretty slowly. And then sometimes I'll be like, do all these things at once, and try to get them to be a little bit quicker. And then we'll keep on that for a little bit. But then a lot of the times I think what's most helpful is playing with them and going up to them and analyzing the game with them, trying to see how they could have improved, what they should have done differently. And a lot of my students actually just, one of the biggest problems is scouting and realizing what they're scouting and how to react to it, which is, a huge part of the game. Besides the flow of the game, just the gameplay, unit composition, everything. And so it's the biggest, most important part, in my opinion. So we're just trying to get them able to realize what to do with that.
Awesome. So what is the expectations of this camp, or I guess maybe future camps? Like, where are we going to go with this now?
Well, this camp has been so tremendously successful, and we're so happy with it. But we knew that this camp would have, if we were to do more of the most problems, like a lot of technological stuff, like getting that many computers to hook up online, whether or not the BattleNet system could kind of sustain that many people coming from a single IP. Because we're not a LAN center, we don't have the uber expensive connectivity that they do, but it's worked out beautifully, and where it hasn't worked out, there's been people to kind of fill in that slot. Like, one of our students happens to be an IT guy, so he did an amazing job helping fix that. We didn't really realize how much it would cost or we'd need to feed 8 or 9 people. But some of the students have brought food. They've offered to help out and chip in there, and they've fed themselves a couple of times. It's been really graceful in that, and we'll know moving forward to other future GOSU camps that we do want to do what to expect and what to plan for, and what to be better prepared for. So this was our trial run. This is experimental, and that's why the price is so outrageously low. And we're really, really, really happy with how it's gone. Like, we were worried just with how unstable and unsure a lot of these things were, to find ourselves in the position to coach these people without having to worry about, do we have the net today, or is it going to work, or how much are we spending, that kind of stuff. So it's worked out really well, and I think I can speak for everyone, and we're really hoping to do more.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, StarCraft entrepreneurs.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you very much for spending some time with me. Any shout-outs you guys like to give out? Jeff, we'll start with you.
Sure. First and foremost, Evil Geniuses. Like, we're in the EG house. They help us out so much with our sponsors, Steel Series, Intel, Peregrine, all those guys. Jinx Clothing, I think.
Yep.
Almost all of us are wearing Jinx clothes right now. I've brought like a full entourage of Jinx clothes. Loading up our computers. Kelby just got his new processor, the Intel i7, and like his computer has like a heavenly glow to it. So we're really happy with that kind of stuff. GOSUcoaching.com. Brent was nice enough to ask us about that. This whole GOSU camp is kind of an extension of that. Like, it's really good to get coached online, and it's really good to get coached offline. So if you're not able to make it to Arizona, hit us up on GOSUcoaching.com, and we can absolutely help your game. And then places like nerdstomper.com, go there for great content, and then there could be something called the GOSU Guide coming out relatively soon, where you might be able to get the best advice ever.
Bryce?
Just shout out to Team Liquid, I guess. All the students of GOSU coaching. You know, we could only do this because of you guys. Once again, Steel Series, all our sponsors, the EG, you know, for helping us put this on as well, and you know, everyone that had anything to do with this.
All right. Kelby?
I took all my shout outs. Look at the rotten end. I'm sitting on the wrong side of the couch. So I guess I'd like to make a shout out to Ski though. Hello!
Hello!
Yeah, thanks to everybody. I don't know. They kind of covered it.
All right. Okay, well, thank you very much, guys, for your time.
And Anna. Shout out to Anna.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
She is my